After this episode, this is the question I want you to answer. Do you think AI should be introduced in schools, whether it's primary, high school, or a must for all campus students? We are still here with Tom, and we want to learn how he transitioned from being a business person all the way into a tech guru and even founding one of the biggest companies in the healthcare tech industry. Karibu sana, Tom. So Tom, let's go back to where you started on this journey of AI. So you finished Form 4. Tell us now from there.
Finished Form 4.
Yes.
Very green.
Okay.
When you do a business course.
Oh, which course is that?
Business.
You chose a business course?
Business course.
Okay. Who inspired that?
I think we live in a moment where our parents want to live their dreams in us.
Yes.
And they get to choose for you courses.
Yes.
They really wanted to venture into the technology space.
Yes.
But sometimes it's difficult to convince your parent. So you just...
They don't even know technology courses.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then at the time, technology was not very big.
Yes.
So you do their course.
Yes.
Then later, that's when I enrolled to Moringa school.
Okay.
To be able to do what I really wanted.
Okay.
That was data science.
How do you convince your parent, I've already done my business course and now I'm interested in another course?
For me, it was the market.
Okay.
Business way more saturated.
Yes.
You probably have heard about it.
Yes.
And then BBMs and bachelor's degree, you might the story behind them and how unconvincing they are today.
Yes.
And like in the olden times.
Yeah.
It was like for me to be competitive, I needed to do something a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's how I discovered data science.
Yes.
So I discovered data science by trying to apply what I've done and how I could make it better.
Yes.
So how could I be a business intelligent or business intelligence guy?
Yeah.
I could be a data analyst. I could be a business analytics person.
Yeah.
That's when I identified data science.
Yes.
But it's as simple as even going to edX, Coursera, trying to find a course.
Okay.
Depending on the resources. You see, sometimes going back to school can be a bit expensive.
Yes, especially after your parents have taken you through
in an undergraduate.
Yes.
So going to Coursera, self-taught, the biggest school of all time, greatest of all time.
Yeah.
The University of YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
It's a good place to start.
Okay. So let's talk to three kinds of people. First, I am just a student who is in your space now. I'm thinking maybe I studied a course with, say, the Bachelor of Meteorology and other courses that I'm not sure where I'll get a job. And I really want to go into AI because I feel this is the space of technology that
is the future.
This is the future, right? This is the future and all opportunities are in the future. Where do I start?
You see, the beauty is with AI, you can apply it anywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't have very case-specific scenarios.
Yes.
You could apply it in each and every course.
Yes.
So you could easily transition to doing online courses on data science.
Yes.
Because AI is simply data science.
Yes.
So AI is the whole bracket. It's like the family.
Yes.
So inside you have data science, on data analysis, you have business intelligence.
Yes.
We have DevOps.
Yes.
And so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So it's simply identifying a simple course on data science, on data analysis that you want to do.
Yeah.
And then pursuing it.
Okay.
Could start online. Yes. Start from YouTube, self-taught.
Yeah.
Very simple and doable.
Okay. So what if money allows? Let's say I go pitch to my parents or the whoever is sponsoring, or I have some money saved. Where do I start?
Money is not really the problem.
Yes.
Interest is the problem. If the interest is there, first of all.
Yes.
Secondly, even before you invest your money, try figure out if it's something that is gonna be interesting to you.
Yes.
And it's something you wanna pursue more.
Okay.
So again, the free courses
on
all these platforms.
Yes. Yeah.
Google.
Yeah.
AWS.
Yes.
All these places.
Yes.
Start there.
Yeah.
If it's interesting, now you wanna invest in a full-time opportunity maybe
Yes.
when it comes to school,
Yeah.
a master's and
Yes.
postgraduate
Yeah.
degree and so on.
Okay.
So now you could consider now, after you gain interest and you're sure this is what I want to do,
Yeah.
you could invest the money to be able to get a skill certificate. You see, the
Yes.
money will get you a skill certificate,
Yes.
but the skill can be taught
Yes.
without necessarily having a certificate.
Okay.
So if you want to invest in a skill certificate,
Yes.
then you can consider doing the postgraduate diploma,
Yes.
the short course,
Yes.
6 months course,
Yeah.
8 months course,
Yeah.
year course,
Yeah.
and so on.
Okay. Good. Tell us about, is AI interesting? Because you've talked about interest, and is based on your views, is AI interesting? Or it's difficult like maths for many people who don't like maths?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's practical, it's easy.
Yeah.
Do I really want to call it AI? I want to call it data science.
Data science.
And
Yeah.
is it interesting?
Yeah.
It's about playing around with data.
Yes.
So a bit of more interesting mathematics.
Yeah.
Because you're able to do some of these things.
Yeah.
Now using code,
Yes.
like linear regression.
Yes.
Statistical stuff.
Yeah.
Using code.
Okay.
So it's simply that in a nutshell.
Okay.
Because AI is simply mathematics
Okay.
now coded.
Oh,
Yes.
so when you go into data science, for example, you learn about code, which for example, which language or which?
You probably start from Python, SQL,
Yes.
R.
Yes. Oh, so
Depending on
you
interest.
still learn this as you learn about the data.
Yeah, because you'll be using these languages
Yes.
to work on this data.
Okay. Okay. It's very interesting. So you can start with data science, but first is a place of interest. Go and try free courses on YouTube, Coursera, which is the other one?
And
edX, Udemy, all those, AWS. Look at the courses and check the courses that they are there on AI. If you find them interesting, then you can go ahead and determine you want to do a diploma, a full course. How long was the course you did on?
6 months.
6 months. In 6 months, you were transformed.
Yeah.
From a business guy to a tech guy.
To a tech guy.
Guys, if you really want to go into AI, it takes only 6 months. If you have interest, that's it.
Yeah.
If you have interest, 6 months and you can be transformed. Now, let's speak to this parent. So this parent is there, they are seeing courses, they're like our parents. So they know it's business, CPA, which is the other one, doctor, and yeah. And they do not understand about AI and technology. So advise them in simple language what support they can give their learners to get into this field.
I think the most support for parents is, first of all, identifying interest. They're very good at identifying whether this is interesting or not.
Okay.
Secondly, is trying also not to leave your dreams in your children.
Yes.
Probably you wanted to be a doctor. You know, you're pressuring your child.
Yes.
He or she needs to be a doctor.
Yes.
So it's understanding what they are really interested in.
Yeah.
And if it comes to technology, just give it a shot. Let them do it and see how they're able to perform after. You can start it from after high school.
Yeah.
Like a 6 months course, like you mentioned.
Yes.
So if it's really working out, they're able to, you see, in the near future, basic skills like how to, you remember the computer packages skills? Exactly. So the next skills is doing a website, being able to do this basic IT stuff. That will be very basic.
Yeah.
You will not need
to hire. So you'll be the guy building your own website.
You'll be building your own website just to communicate your profile. Today, if I need to communicate my profile, I have my own website.
Yes.
So it's gonna start from there. So these skills are gonna be a bit higher.
Yes.
Especially with technology coming in.
Yes.
So you'll not be able to just do the packages. Yes. Go a step further to be able to build a website, build a simple app. Build a simple web app and so on.
Okay.
So if you're able to do this, then it's interesting to you. Then you can consider pursuing computer science and so on. Yeah. And we're hopeful by then. Yeah. Then probably we'll have a change in the courses. Yeah. Because the same computer science you're doing today, the same computer science that was done 10 years ago. That's why I say this. Again, you're seeing we have graduates in computer science who are very incompetent. Yeah. when it comes to the actual skill.
And you're going to come to that graduate who already has a technical course. Now, for the parent, what you've said for the parent is this. Will you lose if you decide, I want to risk 6 months for my child to get it? Is there any loss?
No, you'll have the skill. They'll have the skill.
Okay.
The good thing is nobody can take a skill away from you.
Yes.
So you will still have the skill to be able to build your profile on a website.
And a website.
To be able to build a simple app.
Yeah. So the skill will be there.
The skill will still.
So if you're a parent and you are just turning, you don't know if you should choose an technology course for your child, data science or anything in AI. You've heard it from the horse's mouth. You want your child to become a doctor? This man here, Tom, is in the healthcare industry and he's not a doctor. So only technology will allow your child to go to industries or spaces that they have not really specialized in. So give your children technology and then after they can decide what to focus on.
Yeah.
Now let's talk to this guy you were talking about. For me, I did computer science. I went through 4 years in campus and I thought after I'm done, I'll be the genius, Steve Jobs and now the Toms of the world. It's not working. Where do I go?
It's not working simply because our courses today are largely theory than practical.
Okay.
So you need, what is lacking is the practical and the technical skill.
Yes.
To be able to build something yourself.
Okay. So you have a paper, but you don't have the skill.
You don't have the skill.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to that old generation.
Yeah.
So again,
yeah.
YouTube.
Yes.
These online contests to be able to build your skills.
Yes.
If you're not good at concentration,
yeah,
you could consider now joining a technical school.
Yeah.
Moringa school.
Yes.
And so on.
Yeah.
There are so many of them actually.
Okay.
So that's a good place to start.
Yes.
Because in today's world,
yeah,
skill is what you're looking for.
Yes.
Rather than the theory.
Yeah.
That's why we've seen people even without undergraduate degree.
Yeah.
Being very aggressive and making it in life.
Yeah.
Better than even people who have these big courses. It's because they have the skill.
Yeah.
They're able to do it, not just talk about it.
Yeah.
So talk about something is one thing, which the theory helps you achieve. Helps you achieve talking about how it's done.
Yes.
But until you're told to do it,
it
then becomes a problem.
So it's technology for young people. Because mostly we are talking about young people and how they can advance. Maybe I'm there, I'm already 10 years experience in an accounting field. It's technology for me.
Yeah, it's for you.
Okay.
Because you don't want to, in the future of work, see, every time a new technology emerges, there is fear.
Yes.
So accountants are fearing for loss for their job.
Yes.
But if you learn this skill,
you'll
be able to understand how to implement this technology in your field, in accounting. How can I reduce time I spend to be able to do a balance sheet and this and this? It's probably using an LLM, using AI. So if you understand how to use the technology to make your work better, then you're gonna stay in your career for a bit longer. So it's for everyone. It's about making work easier, making your work better, making your work effective, making your work even a bit more interesting, and improving your performance. And some of these skills will help you achieve that.
Wow. So let's go now to the near closing remarks. Who is your favorite tech person?
That's a hard one.
Yeah. Only one. Okay, two.
Maybe I could say today the most favorite one. Maybe even simple applications. Maybe we could say Elon.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's able to have this dream. And go through it. And for instance, what he did with Doge. Probably saw them go around, the guys actually doing the work. They were very young guys, very young techies, probably even without a bachelor's degree, but they're able to go through files and understand whether there is performance or there is not, or there is no performance. So you're able to just get doers of the work.
Okay.
You see, today, if I want to employ a software engineer, I want them to have a bachelor's degree, at least 5 years experience.
Yeah.
If you just Google the guys who work under Adobe, you'll be shocked.
Okay.
21-year-olds who have the skills.
Yes, but not so much experience.
Not so much experience.
Yeah, but they can do the work.
They have the passion, they have the zeal, and they have the skill.
Okay.
And that's what we need in life.
Wow. So what does it take to build the Elon Musk? I'm a parent. I have a young child. There's a 6-year-old. And I want him or her to be an Elon Musk. I really want to understand which path I can follow. What would be your advice?
It would be skill building.
Okay. Even from a young age?
From a young age. You're having even learning code blocks.
Okay.
From as young as 7, 10.
Yeah.
Learning how to code block.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of coding.
Yeah.
So immediately you bring in the skill early enough.
Yeah.
You're able to intentionally prepare.
Okay.
For the future of work today.
Okay. Okay. Because you know the future will be built on tech, you start now.
Yes.
So at Elimutab, we have Elimutab STEM Academy. It's an online training on coding, robotics, AI, and IoT. So you can also sign up for your child. We have a free demo. And thanks for mentioning that. So which is the other thing that as a parent, I can do? Maybe I have a girl, I don't know if they're interested in technology. And is technology for boys? It is for girls? What would you be a view on that?
It's a bit similar.
Yeah.
Investing also in devices.
Okay.
AR devices.
Yes.
Some of these interesting devices will help your children be more interested. You see, a few years ago, we said if you gave a Kenyan a computer, they became a DJ.
Yeah.
But we want to move away from
that.
Getting to give people these devices and also the opportunity to learn how they actually function. Okay. And that's how now you bring up a software engineer.
Okay.
So give them
the tech on their hands. Okay. Whether it's gaming or anything in the tech they have, whether it's the VR headsets, they become more curious and they get to understand that. Okay. Wow. Now, give us your closing remarks.
I would say, when it comes to the future of work, it's about preparing for that future. You remember when computers came, people are very skeptical. They are going to replace them. But you saw the amount of actually jobs that was created by computers and the internet. So is AI. So you're going to create a lot more jobs if we learn the skill. And of course, there's some jobs that will be not replaced, I would say. I would rather they'll be taken up by the new technology. Like you see how you used to have, let's say, secretariat jobs. And now you can be able to do it yourself within a computer. So AI will take up functional roles. But however, it will create even more and better jobs.
So more opportunities will be created. Okay. So we should prepare
by learning new skills.
Okay. Thing I've taken home is that technology, if you learn about technology, it's a skill game. When you go to university, you get a certificate and sometimes you don't get the skill. But with technology, make sure you have the interest so that you can have the certificate and still have the skill.
To be able to structure life.
Anything else you want to tell
our listeners? It's not that difficult. It's not rocket science. It's starting one step at a time. Biting what you can. Start from an interest on a YouTube video. Then trying it out. It's very simple. Broken down for you in very easy steps. So it's about trying, learning, relearn, and failing, and it's basically about going deep diving into the field.
Wow. So thank you very much for watching. You heard it from Tom, the business guy who in 6 months transformed to be a technical person and built Neurolabs Africa. And now he's transforming the healthcare industry. And many radiologists fear his solution, but he has encouraged the radiologists. This solution is not to take away your jobs, but it is to make it more efficient and more accurate. So partner with Neurolabs Africa And also, let's continue raising geniuses one episode at a time.